Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon everyone. How are you today? I hope all of you have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shinta Andari Putri, and in this occasion, I'm going to talk about performing persuasive speech is very easy. Yeah, this topic is very related to what I'm doing now, which is giving speech. Everyone talking about persuasive speech with persuasive words, namely how do we convey the contents of the speech that must make the audience believe in what we say. Is that right, everyone? And regarding the speech itself, delivering the speech actually made me nervous because so many people were watching as I'm standing here. Well, I will call you guys. Okay, guys, do you think persuasive speech is very easy? Well, I will tell you, persuasive speech become easy and how make it. Have you ever given a speech before? I think the average person has given a speech. Are you nervous when delivering a speech? Of course. Everyone feels nervous if they have to stand alone in front of the public. But they can all be resolved if we already have the materials that we will present later. I will tell you how to make a persuasive speech easily. But before that, we better recognize persuasive speech itself. Speaking of speeches, of course, you already know what a speech is. Actually, giving a speech is very fun, especially speeches that involve persuasive speech that we often encounter in other speeches. We can convey our arguments so that they can be believed from our point of view about what we are throwing at them. People who listen, or we call it persuading the audience. The best persuasive speech topics are thought-provoking, online, and having a clear opinion. We should talk about something we know and can argue our point, and objectively discuss counter-argument. By analyzing the importance of persuasive speech, we can see that persuasive speech has become a common way of communication. Nowadays, people use persuasive speech all the time. Persuasive speech are not necessarily addressed to politicians, presidents, or public speakers. It can be used by anyone and at any time. This is one of the reasons why we should analyze the concept of and methods of persuasive speech. I will show you how to make your persuasive speech easily accepted by your audience. The first is that we must identify what topic we want to convey. Why? Because the topic with what we convey must be the same. Because sometimes the topic with our material deviates for and will make the audience confused. Second, our purpose in delivering a speech must be clear. We want to take our topic to the audience so that the audience can follow the parts that we convey clearly. Third, of course, it is clear to know our audience, what type of people they are. What I mean is the topic that we will convey, whether it can be digested by them. For example, talking about the sexual organs must be banned. Of course, our audience is adult, right? Not children. Determine the arguments we want to bring. Convince the audience that our arguments can be persuaded by the audience. Deliver our speech clearly and confidently. We shouldn't be nervous and actually can use a script to deliver a speech, but it would be nice when delivering the content of our speech we don't look like we read. Or understand what we want to convey or write down the important points of our speech so that later when we convince the audience it was precise and very convincing. Well guys, nothing is really easy in this world. But if we practice with determination like performing persuasive speech, then we will be able to deliver a persuasive speech with what we previously expected. Maybe that's all for me. I hope the audience can enjoy my speech and digest my speech well. Thank you for your attention. See you in the next day. I hope your day is the best day always. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.